Hi parents, I am here to show you a tutorial on how to utilize Think Central with your students. The first thing you're going to do is go to www.k6.thinkcentral.com and it will pull up the login page. It looks like this. So they'll ask you for your country, your state, your district, and your school. And if you click this button right here, it will have you remember my school, meaning you don't have to fill in the above information every single time. I created a login for a pretend student, so I'm going to log that student in. And this is the dashboard that students will see when they sign in. It will have things to do, which holds any assignments, anything that they haven't completed yet. My library, which has books and resources, and my scores, which shows how they've done on past assignments. So I'm going to click on things to do. And here I have an assignment given to me by my teacher, so it was properties. So in class we learned about properties, and we're going to check in and see how this assignment goes. So I'll just click through to get the assignment loaded. And from here it will have, so it's saying that I already did this when I was trying to do it as a sample, so it will ask me to try another. So from here, what I can do is it will ask me a problem. So for example, this one says use properties to find 4 times 35 times 25. Okay, so I know 4 times 25 is 100, 35, 100, and I will check answer, and it says, well done, great job. Okay, and I click next, and it will take me to the next question. If, for example, I got stuck here and I didn't know how to do this problem, the student has several resources available right here for them. They can view an example, so they can view a sample problem of how to solve this problem. And because it already gave them the answer to this question, it's going to have them try another problem that's similar. Okay? And again, if the student is still stuck, they can view the step-by-step, and it will walk them through every step of how to solve this problem. Okay? Pretty cool. If they're still really stuck and they want to look at their textbook, if they click the textbook icon, it will pull up again in the same window the 1.3 lesson, whatever lesson it is that is assigned to the link to the assignment. And here it gives them even more detail on all of the properties, and maybe that helps, helps them remember and say, oh yeah, I do remember we looked at that in class today. I remember doing that earlier. And here it talks about the distributive property and all of the different pages that were in their textbook from that day. So the student will go through and they will find all of these problems, and then at the end, after they're finished, and some of these it will say complete the equation, and this is a 2-point question. So this one is asking them to fill in 2 parts. So if it has a 2-part question, it's worth 2 points. Okay. At the end, the student will turn it in. They also have the option to save and close if, for example, they want to save and come back later. Maybe they are interrupted in the middle of their homework or something. But I'm going to turn it in. It tells me that I didn't finish all the questions, but I'm going to just use it as a sample. And then it shows me that this is completed. Now, right away, the student can go into My Scores, and they can see how they did on their assignment. So this one was the 1.3. I only got a 17%. What on earth did I do? What did I miss? So when I go back in and I click on this, it will again open up a new window, and it will show me all of the questions that I got wrong, which questions I got right. It will show yellow if I get 1 out of 2. And then if I click on that, it will show me my response and the correct answer. So it gives the students instant feedback on how they did right away with their assessment. And you can see as a parent, my child got 85% right. That's great. They, know most of it. If it's lower than, say 70, maybe it's something that they want to go back in and check on which questions they didn't understand. I always encourage students to go back in and check the questions they don't understand. Even if it's just 1 or 2, it still is a great learning opportunity for them. So that is the things to do section. So if you're on the home page again, the next area I want to show you is My Library. My library has many resources for students. There are 3 main ones that I want to show you. The Student Edition ebook, when I click on that, it will open up just a plain old version of their textbook. Okay, it has a table of contents on the left-hand side. Nothing fancy about it. It has any of their vocabulary words. It has all of their lessons. So this is the lesson from the one that we had practiced earlier. Okay, it shows just basically just their textbook. The Math on the Spot videos are a good extra bonus. So they go into a little bit more detail. So if I go to grade 5, chapter 1, lesson 3, it will talk to me and show me a video about the properties. So it has somebody that will show me a little bit more detail. Maybe you have a visual learner. I'm going to turn the volume on this down a little bit. And it will walk them through a couple problems. And these are usually more problem-solving, word problem type questions. Again, those are a great resource for students to access. The final one, and I think this is one of the best ones for students who might be struggling with a lesson, is the Interactive Student Edition. So the Interactive Student Edition will actually walk them through step by step of the lesson. So if I go into chapter 1, lesson 3, this nice little gecko guy will walk me through exactly what to do step by step, and it's very kid-friendly.
Properties of operations to solve problems.
So I click start and it will walk me through, and it has a little gecko guy that will talk about
The
it.
table lists the
It has a couple problems.
Properties of operation. Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
And it will take them through practice problems, sample problems, and walk the student through every bit of the lesson. So again, those are the Student Edition ebook, which is just the plain student book. Math on the Spot videos, which are more of the word problems, problem-solving type videos. And then the Interactive Student Edition ebook, which is the one that has the videos that will walk students through exactly how to solve every problem. There's also a couple fun things in here. There's intervention sheets, there's reteach sheets, there's practice books. Some may or may not show this, but they're just kind of an extra fun bonus. So again, Think Central, we have Things to Do that holds their assignments. My Library has their ebooks, and My Scores shows how students performed on all of their assessments. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a little bit more about Think Central.